Welcome to this video brought to you from Felixstowe School. The following is going to explain how teacher assessed grades will work this academic year for students within both Year 11 and Year 13 and some Year 12 students who are undertaking BTEC qualifications. As you may be aware, due to COVID, there are no formal exams taking place this academic year, and they have been replaced by teacher assessed grades, or TAGs for short. And we are very understanding of the fact that some of our students may find it really difficult to not be able to sit the exams that they had planned to sit this year. We know how hard all of you have worked and want to reassure you that we are confident we have a significant amount of evidence to grade you all fairly. We have a robust and detailed system to make sure you will be given every opportunity to be fairly and accurately graded. The tag system and the policy at Felixstowe School will take into account multiple pieces of evidence across your whole course. These could include pieces of work set by the exam boards that you can see on your screen now as potential assessment material. Also, non-exam assessment work, which is also referred to as coursework. Student work that could be produced in centre-devised tasks that could accurately reflect the same specification and difficulty, substantial class and homework, any internal tests that you've taken, or mock exams that you have taken over the complete course of your study. That means since you started your GCSEs. We're also very aware of the fact that students take a wide range of courses, and we appreciate that a lot of students undertake practical subjects. In these subjects, we are making sure that we will also look at their performance over time to make sure that in subjects such as music, drama and PE and art and photography, students are not disadvantaged. We have a wide range of evidence that will be used rather than any single piece, so you don't need to be worried if you think you've missed an assessment or a singular assessment where you are perhaps unhappy with your grade. All teachers have been given extra training on the grading system that's been put in place this academic year, and this training includes that all students will be graded holistically, meaning that we'll look at everything as a whole rather than any singular piece of work. This can include all work throughout Year 10 and Year 11, as well as any new evidence that's gathered during the next 2 weeks. Teachers are spending between now and the 28th of May making sure that students have the opportunity to undertake assessments to show their knowledge and their full ability within each subject. Please be aware that you may be asked to undertake extra evidence after half term if we feel that there's anything missing or any extra evidence creation could support your grade further. We know that this means that Year 11 and Year 13 are having to work really hard at the moment in all of their lessons, but we want you to know that all of your work is paying off and that it's being noticed by all of our teaching staff. All of the teachers are constantly commenting on how well you're all doing in the exceptional circumstances at the moment and your focus and dedication that you've shown so far in making sure that you get the best grade possible. Once all of the assessments are complete on the 28th of May, teachers will be making sure that all work is marked and checked to make sure that it's as fair and accurate and honest as possible. It will then be moderated by the head of department. Afterwards, the senior leadership team will also undertake rigorous checking, shown firstly by the curriculum assistant heads, then the deputy head, and finally Mrs. Wilson-Downs as the head of centre. Every grade for every subject will go through this checking process. It's important that you understand that we need to keep the integrity of the grades. This means that you have to show evidence of attaining, for example, a grade 4 to be awarded a grade 4. We cannot grade on the basis of what you could get in the future, but instead what you have shown you are capable of getting now. If you are absent for any assessment, or historically have been absent when a particular assessment was completed or took place, please do not worry. You will be either given the chance to undertake this assessment or when your teacher collates the evidence for your assessed grade, they may use a different piece of evidence instead. If you are entitled to a concession, this applies to students with special educational needs. You will receive your special educational need concession as you would normally. For example, a laptop, a reader or a scribe to write for you. If there is evidence used where these concessions were not actually possible, so for example, assessments that took place during the lockdown period at home, we will make sure that we take this into account when coming up with your grade. Teachers and schools nationally are not allowed to share any of your tag grades at this point until results day, which is on the 12th of August. Teachers can and will, however, share which evidence is actually being used in each subject area to ascertain your final teacher assessed grade. It is important that you realise that you do not need the same type of revision timetable that you would need to prepare in any other way had it been a normal GCSE year. All you need to do is follow your teacher's instructions and prepare specifically for the specific pieces of work or homework that each subject is setting at the moment. You only need to revise specific topics as set by your teacher at any point, rather than, for example, trying to memorise a whole course or a whole textbook. If you are worried in any way, please make sure that you know that you can approach your teachers, you can approach the student support team, your form tutor, or any member of the senior leadership team, and we will make sure that you are fully supported and that we help you through these last few weeks. You have worked so hard over the last few years, and we will be making sure that you finish Year 11 with a fair and honest and an accurate grade based on a wide range of evidence that you've produced throughout the total of your whole GCSE course. And we want to do this to make sure that we're in the best and fairest position and that you are in the best position to move to your next stage of education and your future. We want to make sure that you're fully supported to be successful in September, wherever you choose to go as your next step.